Hello everyone, my name is Lanso90 and welcome back to Let's Play Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. Kinda, sort of, the flagship series of our channel here. Not really intentionally, it was just one of the first games I played that got kind of pretty popular with most of you who watch. So, it's been like 3 months since the last time I played, so I felt it was time to go back. Still no new stable version of the game, but as always, the game's getting updated daily, so I'm sure they've made lots of progress. I'm going to start us by looking at our settings, just to kind of show you what I've changed and what I haven't. And also to show you if there's any new stuff. There wasn't too much, I think. Circular distances is on. I did finally get an answer about like what this means. Well, I mean, I know what it does in-game, of course. Like, why is it even here? And I guess at one point there's like the floating point math of the circular distances was really slowing down the game. So that's why the option to turn it on or not is there. And then it's been fixed since then. But still leaves the question of why it's not on by default now. Unless it still gives people trouble on older computers, I don't know. It's never given me any trouble though, I don't think, so not a big problem. Change the safe mode proximity distance from the no limit default to 20. 20 is about the size of a tile on the mini map, so I think that's enough distance. I don't want it triggering if there's like a dog 20 miles away. That's what it does normally. Keep everything in the Imperial system other than volume. Volume even being in liters is new. It used to just be kind of an abstract unit of measurement for volume. Liters make sense. Sort of. It's probably better to keep it in an abstract sense, because that's kind of what the volume was. It was an abstract way to formulate carrying bulky objects. But it's fine. Have I changed anything in here? Just turn on Ask to Save before sleeping, because I think that's a fair time to save the game. And nothing else has changed there. Graphics, I've just increased the terminal height and width so it's a full screen basically. There is a full screen setting, it's been here for quite a while now. But I was having some kind of problem with recording it before when I was in full screen. Which it might have been that there was a windowed borderless mode now, but there is now, so maybe I should give that a try. I didn't feel like bothering with it this time. I think the other issue was it caused issue with scaling. Like the tiles would be too small in full screen. But there does seem to be a scaling mode thing here now, so maybe those together will fix the issue I was having. But let's continue. Initial visibility, turn up by 5 points because it starts at 15, just so we know what we're starting in, so in case we need to re-roll our map. Because there is just terrible map spawns, you know. You need to have water around it in some shape or form. Skill rest is off by default now, which that was the case last time we played too, and it made me very, very happy to see that. And experimental 3D is still not implemented full time yet. NPC spawn rate's really low, which is default now, which was the other thing that was really nice. These are new, monster speed and monster resilience, if you want to screw around with it. The only thing I might change would be like speed. Resilience doesn't bother me too much, but there are a few zombies that are like, but there's also a mod that makes them slower too, so I don't know which would be the better way to handle it. Argument to be made if we should change our start time. I don't know about start season, but start time, we might want to start at nighttime so we can do nighttime raiding. I don't think we need to. Static spawn, of course. Yeah, I forgot that classic zombies is... I think it's been here a very long time. But I forgot that it's in the menu and not just a mod. It's also interesting that Surrounded Start is in here, even though in the when you make a new character, there's a lot of settings that there's a lot of starting locations that just give you a surrounded start. I had to turn both NPCs on, I do like them, but they were just spawning too much in some of the other builds, which is why the default setting for them is to spawn much less now. But it is interesting that the static NPC starts with spawning off. I don't know why they made that change in particular. Probably just to give new players less to be confused about at the start of the game. Because that is kind of like a... I remember when I was first starting the game, the starting NPC was a little bit confusing. Like, what's he doing here? What's he do? There's just a lot more stuff to worry about that you perhaps don't want to go through. They've made the game itself a content pack, which is interesting. Doesn't really change anything really, but I think this is basically a way that game developers put in, so it's a lot easier to make complete overhaul mods. I believe is why they do that, because I've been seeing that happen in more and more games. Like RimWorld does that too. And I think it was the same case as what's happened here, is it didn't used to be like that, and then they have changed it like that. I think that's so you can do complete overhauls. As for what mods will turn on, I'll turn on generic guns, because I don't know, I'm not a gun guy, I don't know what all the guns are. So just knowing them by their millimeters and stuff will help. As you can see by the way I described that. I'm definitely not a gun person. Folding parts, some more craftable, survivable stuff. It's fine. I like to turn the tanks and other vehicles on, but man, it will crash your game. I will say it looks like they've gone through and culled them. Went through and culled the mods. So there could be they turned off everything that doesn't work anymore. Like my mod, for one, is not in here anymore. So that's fine. I haven't been updating it lately. But there's a chance it maybe got lumped in here into crazy Cataclysm. I'm not sure. I don't know if they would go through the work to do that or not. Probably just pulled the mod out. But it's also interesting that the Dino mod's gone too. We'll try. It's gonna crash, but we'll try. I think it would be fun. And then I feel, like I said, since they culled it, I have a feeling maybe they've made sure those mods work now too. But you never know. This is not the stable build, so anything could happen. I'm not gonna disable anything. Though I have been tempted before to make like very specific scenarios. We might do that at some point. This was a mod that was in by default, if you notice, that disable NPC meets. I feel this is a double-edged sword. Like the static NPCs, the ones that spawn in the shelter, well, the one that starts in the starting shelter, and then the like group shelter that you can find sometimes. Those probably need this, where they don't require food or water rest, because it doesn't make sense. Since they can't move anywhere, they should not have to worry about that, really. But, I think for ally NPCs that you make, it would be nice to do this so you don't have to, like, double the amount of food you have to carry around with you. But, I feel like the downside is aggressive NPCs, you do want them to have to get food and water and stuff, because it's kind of unfair to you that you have to struggle to survive, and they don't. But I'll leave it on just because it's on by default. Wearing dirty clothing dropped by some creature with percussive morale penalty. You know what? I was about to turn it on. This is actually something to make things slightly more difficult. It's just, I suddenly had the thought, like, what if we find someone who's in power armor? We're not gonna wanna have to give up power armor just because we have the filthy clothing on mod. So I think I'll leave that out. If there's, that's like the only reason I wouldn't though, because otherwise you can just scrap sorry, I'm having trouble speaking today. Scrap clothing. So I wouldn't worry about it, but not too much I can do about that. Simplified nutrition is kind of tempting because it is like really complicated now. But we didn't really have a problem with it the last few times we played with the complicated nutrition on. So I think we'll be okay, plus vitamins are pretty common, so I don't think we need to do that. And we'll turn stat through skills on. I'm not sure if they actually got... Yeah, it got moved over. Okay. And my mind's gone. Not that I play with my mod on anyway, but... And we'll leave those as they are, because we already looked through them. Well, Junction sounds fine, unless the world name is a world seed. I still don't know that. I think my little sister just logged into a Naruto game. I don't even think she knows what Naruto is, but okay. We're gonna do the single pool. As you know, multiple pools is the somewhat newer system of doing things. Single pool is the old way, and freeform is cheating. But, yeah, we'll go with single pool. And we will go with, for our starting thing, some new ones here. The medieval peasant is new, I think. Maybe it was here last time. But, I think the interesting about this one is I wonder if this completely overhauls the game so that there's no futuristic equipment in the game. It could be interesting, but I don't think that is the case. I think it's just a silly little start thing. And you probably should do a really bad day start at some point. It'd be extremely difficult. Abandoned, we should probably do that at some point. We should do most of these scenarios at some point. If they're worth dedicating their own series to, some of them are just small enough it doesn't matter too much. Out of town, you weren't here when the bombs fell. I guess this confirms that bombs have fallen. Never exactly been stated that bombs did fall. Implied by the acid rain stuff, but of course the acid rain's been turned off for a while. I don't know if it's back or not. I'd kind of like it to be, because that was interesting. Jesus, neighbor. Come on, man. This one is also new. You're assigned to the last of the real riots, one of the last defeat when the rioters stopped breathing but kept moving. Scenario location, public holdout. I have no idea what this means. But, gives us 3 points, so I think I will give this one a go, just because it's new and interesting and new start location. I've been thinking about the profession, and I don't really know what I want to do. There's always something to be said for just playing the Survivor to start with, because you start with the warm clothes. I was kind of thinking about it, and there's also the backpack, or maybe it's just a student. I think it's the poor student. No, backpacker is what I was thinking of. Basically, you trade the warm clothes for a backpack. So if you don't plan on picking up tailoring skill, maybe that's worthwhile. I often pick tailoring skill, as you know. By the way, we're obviously not going through this as if it was a tutorial series like I sometimes do. We will not do that this time. If you're curious about that kind of stuff, you can check out my tutorial series if you like. And if there is another stable build of the game that ever comes out, I will make another tutorial series where we'll go through everything in detail again. Home mechanics seems fine. 1 point for... They have changed the skill system of how the points work. I recall from last time. I think it was 1 point for 1 point now, instead of the starting point being 1 point for 2 points, but I could be wrong. Or it could be that there's actual numbers next to them now. I feel like maybe last time it was just like lines that kind of indicated it, but I could be wrong about that too. It's been a while since I played. But I think we will start as a mechanic this time. It's, again, at the very least, 3 mechanic skill was worth 2 points in the past, so this is still a overall game, even if things have changed. And then we'll pick our usual negative traits. Personality, bad knees, forgetful, even though it's a little bit cheaty to pick forgetful. since there's no skill rest. Heavy sleeper. Body weight. Old me used to take mood swings all the time, but not anymore. Poor hearing. Sleepy. Basically just making me IRL here. I feel like there's one more. Now let's go weak stomach. Gonna skip the usual ugly truth teller, or trigger happy truth teller ugly combo that most people do. Whether or not you think that that's more cheaty than Forgetful is up to you. Forgetful is probably more cheaty because it gives you 3 points for something that doesn't do anything. On the positive side, we will take the usual stuff again. Things that make us faster, such as fleet-footed. Adrenaline could be interesting. I don't remember if that's new or not. And fatigue's what killed us last time. So maybe we want more stamina, but I don't know. I was thinking about it lately, and now it feels a little bit more obvious, and I kind of feel silly that I was like, oh, what? Before, but we were running around in full plate mail. So there was kind of a reason why we were, we can't take all of these. Drop Optimist 4. Rather have Woodson, I think. That's on 1 point. Not really gonna go for Terrifying anymore. We used to do that, but landmarks. That'd be kind of nice. Not sure what I want to do with my last point now. But yeah, we were running around in full plate mail, so it kind of pretty much makes sense of why stamina was the thing that killed us. I believe it was stamina that killed us. It could be a little bit wrong. We don't need to mess with our stats because we have the stats from skills mod on. And with that in mind, let's work on our skills. Start out with 3 mechanics. And I don't know what we can do with 3 mechanic skill that would earn us another point. Although I think we're starting with a book that lets us increase our mechanic skill, so I guess I'll leave it instead of adding 1 more point. How much does it cost? No, we get 2 points for paying 1, so I think I will do 1 point into it. We should do fabrication a little bit at least. Those are like some kind of synergy now because there's synergy from mechanics here. First aid needs a couple points at least. I don't remember where in medkit shows up. It's not exactly telling me. Some basic skill in melee and stuff is usually a pretty good idea. But I do like the 4 tailoring to start with. Let's can't scroll here, but geez, don't do that. Can't remember how to scroll through the list. I don't accidentally want to back out. But I don't remember how to scroll the tailoring list around. I want to know if we can build a backpack with this or not. It does cost 2 points to go up 1 more level, so I think I might just have to leave it at 3. Hopefully we'll level up just by building things. Survival. Then perhaps the rest of the points will do those. Rehydrated human flesh. I don't think we need to do cooking. I usually take a little bit of cooking skill, but I don't think we need to do it. But I feel like almost every game I find that book that gives us 1 cooking very quickly. Melee, bashing weapons, perhaps archery, so we can make a bullet crossbow. What does that even mean? And then perhaps construction. That'll take it. Definitely need it. very possible I made some mistakes here. But I think we'll live with our mistakes if we've made them. We got to dump a lot more stat points into skills anyway by kind of exploiting the system a little bit. But we are playing within the rules. I didn't give us like more skill points than we really deserved. Well, I didn't add in skill points, which I used to do all the time. Random female this time. We should probably try to just do an original name here. Let's use my persona's name. Just because I was worried that if we might end up with the same name as an NPC, and then the things will be a little bit weird. Let's save a template of the character. Sure. And let's get this show on the road. Alright, so we're in this new start. We're in a bookstore. This isn't what we talked about? Because it said we had a new start location, which was like, I don't even remember what it said the name of the new start location was. Public something. There is no water here. So, oh wait, there's water down here, huh? Thanks with toxic waste. Is this the seed we want? Yes. See, I like for there to just be rivers. Oh man, the map is still not square. Kind of annoying. But let me see something real quick. Go to our... Ooh! Our inventory is not full screen anymore. Well, that's good, but also weird. That's interesting. Anyway, I was wanting to look at the inventory because I wanted to see what the text style was. Because I was noticing on the main menu, it seemed like the text style was different than it used to be. But these seem to be in their old style. Just because I was wondering if I could use my square fonts to get a square map like I used to. We're in a bookstore? So that new start is not really interesting, unless we start with something special because of it. No, it's basically just kind of like a burning buildings start. You're just in the middle of the world. I mean, there is good buildings here. There's like military surpluses and stuff. Yeah, I guess we'll live with it. Very close to restarting there, but I think we'll live with this for now. What do you carry? I like how I can look at him and see his exact hit points, but I can't look at myself and see my exact hit points. Do you have a weapon? Might just be hiding it, but marker. Just kind of seeing if there's any books in here, because we probably want to get out of here. We can't carry very much, right? Yeah, we only have... Well, volume's been completely redone, so I really don't understand how much volume we have here. Technically speaking, we have... Well, you can almost say that 1 liter of volume is missing right now, or we have... We're cluttered with 1 liter of volume, leaving us with 2.5 liters left. As for wrapping our head around what that will mean for us exactly, I don't know. If we had the old system for the old system of volume, I would understand a little bit better what exactly we have going on. Alright, we need an escape plan. Escape plan. I don't know why I'm stumbling over my words so much. There's a much smaller town over here. It'll be a lot easier for us to clear out. Ultimately, I think we want to try to get down to this corner of town, though. It's still pretty dense over there, but we need to get near the water if we plan to survive long term. I don't really want to explore the town in the daytime, even though I kind of talked about starting in daytime. Something we said, we're just making our way up to the evac shelter here. That said, we are going to need food and water because we don't start with any. Alright. But there's nothing in the store that was valuable, it doesn't seem. It seems like it's all... Oh no, there is under the hood, but that's what we have in our inventory, isn't it? No, we have top gear. Probably grab under the hood then. We do have zombies coming after us now. Oops, don't do that. Dork markers. Probably can't read it. I'll take it. There's some horror. There's a grabber zombie, okay. Yeah, so it's toilet water. Grabber zombie above us. There's a parking lot above us, and there is a car there. Let's take a look at it from a distance. Oh my god, this thing actually might run. There's a chance that it actually runs, but we should equip our wrench, I think. For now. Better than nothing. I think this car might actually work. Oh, jeez. Zombie dog, spitter zombie. It's gonna break this glass. It's gonna be loud. I'm gonna close this. I'll leave that open for now. Is this glass? Yeah, it's glass. It's gonna be loud, but... shit, it's not actually gonna... Oh, that was a mistake. Jesus. Okay, so we're not gods right now. We should be a little bit more careful. That's why I want to get them stuck on stuff, but they're able to break down the oops. Ah, shit. Can you not climb on this? Yeah, it's a display rack. You might not actually be able to climb on it. Shit. I'm here. There we go. That's what we want. I get them stuck on the counter. Damage my wrench, you bastard. Crap, we are not fighters at all. Fuck off, dude. It'll help me when I needed it. Alright. Bad zombies here. What's going on with this vehicle, huh? Let's damage the security camera. It has 1 point of battery and 1 point of gas. So I'm guessing it actually can't go. I feel like they might have added, like, needing keys. Charge station. Very nice vehicle, though. I don't think it has enough gas to actually go. Oh, there's a lot of zombies over there. Cube van. I'd like to examine it and see if it's alright. Might not have that luxury though. We just don't seem to be very good at fighting yet. I don't know if I usually give myself more points in offensively. We're certainly not good. I think we normally have higher stats. I don't think our stats are that good. The grabber zombie. Go after him. No, go after the other dude. Kill him. Wow. What are you using? I still can't see what you're using. Batters, smashes, dodges. Jesus. Doesn't say what he's using though. What are you using, buddy? He killed all those zombies. Or most of them. There's a spitter zombie. I just want to examine this and see if it works. Not enough battery. I think we have to go to the evac shelter. I can't go that direction because there's just too many zombies over there. Yeah, and we're cold. Whoa, my button was run. There we go. Let's just get out of here. It's missing its wheels. Yeah. I'm gonna burn through our stamina, but at least we can get out of here. We should probably go into this house if we can. Oh no. Fungaloid, help me. Oh, that's a firefighter zombie. Shit. That doesn't help me at all. Oh. Time to run again. Wait, is that a... Worried for a second there. I was worried that this is one of those barricades. It does not seem to be. There's some kind of spiked, some kind of death machine. Which is pretty awesome. But we're out of time for this video. This car is actually on. I think it might be able to work. We're out of time for this episode. I hope you all enjoyed and have a good day.